Hi, my name is Jasmine Maurer, and I'm the Harmful Species Coordinator at the Ketchikan Bay National Estuary Reserve in Homer, Alaska. And we are really excited about our Science Collaborative project. The race is on, transferring knowledge ahead of marine invasives. Alaskans in coastal communities throughout Alaska have been monitoring for invasive green crab, the early detection of invasive green crab since 2006. The first live green crab were found in Alaska in the summer of 2022 on Annette Island by the Metlakatla Indian Community Fish and Wildlife Department. We have very vibrant, healthy coastal ecosystems here where green crab like to hang out. They are ecosystem engineers. They can alter nearshore habitat through the destruction of eelgrass beds, which we all, or many of us, know and recognize are so important for our juvenile species, their rearing habitat, their nursery grounds. They are used by migrating shorebirds. They're used by juvenile salmon. They're used by numerous invertebrates. And green crab can just come in when they get established, destroy, remove all that eelgrass habitat that's so important. So this really, we've been watching green crab move up the coast of the Northeast Pacific. We knew they were coming. People, like I said, have been out monitoring for them in Alaska coastal communities. But last summer, when we found where they were first detected in Alaskan waters, it did change the urgency, the sense of urgency that we all had to be doing more to build up greater infrastructure, to continue to learn from partners in the lower 48 in Canada that are already responding to green crab. And so my coworker, Ingrid Harold, who is our education coordinator, saw this opportunity to apply for a Science Collaborative Transfer Grant, which we're very grateful to have been awarded, so that we can take a team of people from Alaska that have been doing early detection monitoring for years down to Padilla Bay, Washington, and really take advantage of the opportunity to learn from them as we look to enhance our own early detection monitoring program in Alaska across our huge coastline, very distinct geographies, sparse communities. And we thought we could look and work with Washington's Sea Grant Crab team, since their community monitoring network is so broad across a pretty big geographical area. What things have they learned over the years? What tools are they already using? And how can we adapt that to Alaska? So this grant will include opportunity for the Alaska team to travel to Washington and participate in a training, observe how Sea Grant Crab team is training their monitors, and then have time to sit together and talk about the successes, lessons learned, things that might need to be adapted or adopted that we're not currently doing in our Alaska Community Monitoring Network. So we're working to update our methods through conversations that we've had with state partners, with international and national partners. We are going to be developing a community monitoring handbook and guide and some tools to go along with that. So that might be what methods work to outreach, to recruit monitors in our different communities. What ways can we maintain our monitors? What's Crab Team already doing, and how can we do that? Working and learning with Crab Team and Padilla Bay NERRS to incorporate more habitat measures into our community monitoring program. What would that look like? What habitats and what measures do we want to adopt here in Alaska on a universal across our whole dispersed communities and habitats that are under threat from invasive green crab? Through the Alaska Invasive Species Partnership, we have monthly meetings with the Marine Invasive Species Subcommittee, so they will be kept informed as we move through this project of tools that are developed to be able to give feedback of things that they think will work or won't work. We're going to be testing a toolkit, the work group that goes down to Washington. We're going to think about tools that we want to try out this summer and really test them in Alaska monitoring here before we then do a training in August. Develop this training packet for trainers in Alaska to then take to their communities for recruitment, for training, for retention of community monitors, and have that feel hopefully really supported as we all look to enhance our local networks. So that training in August will be the first of its kind in Alaska, where we bring all the trainers to the same physical space and we train together on how, and practices learned, lessons learned, tools available for this implementation and enhancement of community monitoring programs. We see this as a real opportunity to look to the future, something we might want to continue to do, and have these annual trainings and learn along the way with each other so that our methods across the state can be comparable. We can say something, we can understand what the invasion in Alaska looks like as it advances, what resources are being impacted, and where we can put our limited resources to respond to this threat. This feels like a really important piece in the development of Alaska's resilience and response to marine invasive species.